Welcome on my channel, Holographic Tarot. My name is Sera. I am the pocket genie of this channel. This is the name that I like to call myself. I don't know why, it just came and then I just stick with it. And this is the very first time that I do record this reading in English, or this readings in English, because it really just feels right, and I give my very best to speak proper English, but since I'm not a native speaking English person, it could be possible that I stutter around a lot. I also do that in German, but I don't cut all this shit out because I really do believe that people do mistakes, people are not perfect, but in the world we are living in currently, people try to display themselves as perfect. So if you expect something perfect right here, and if you don't expect me to stutter around, this won't happen. I promise you, but I really give my very best. And I would love to know how you like this reading, how you, if you enjoyed it, and just feel free after the reading to leave me a comment or a thumbs up or some thumbs down so that I know how you liked it, if it was okay or not. Okay, let's just dive into it because I'm super nervous and I really just want to do that. Well, Aquarius, the whole month, or no, the whole year looks good. I like this reading, and there are warnings, but yeah, let me just start. Okay, we start off with this card, the Two of Cups, which represents a person that you either had major issues in the past with, and you will talk it through. You will come together again. You will come back together. You will just find common ground to communicate again and to find some peace within yourself and with this person, with this specific person. Maybe it's also just a new person that comes into your life and will follow you or will be together with you in 2021, which is also very possible. We do have the Four of Wands directly next to it, which represents the stability of your house, of your home, of your support system, your close support system, the people that you let into your own world, let into your whole house, into your apartment, wherever it is. And it looks stable, it looks happy, it looks balanced, and you really do like to be together. But right here, the Temperance card represents a person that has to balance things out for themselves and has to find their own way, their middle way, the way that that serves not just you, but because it's next to the Four of Wands, it also serves the relationship you are in or you will be in. You have to find some mutual understanding with each other, and you have to really make clear what you want from the other person and vice versa. So the other person has also to be open and direct with you in order for you to understand what you have to maybe change, what you have to balance out, and so on. Oh, and I forgot to say, the cards that are laying right here, I mixed this cards live kind of when I was making my German reading, but because the cards are already picked, I just want to show you the cards, okay? If you want to see that I really shuffle the cards, you can just click on the German version, and then you will see that this cards will be shuffled, and the cards that I do have down here were shuffled as well. Only this reading is always already prepared before I even start, okay? Because otherwise the readings would get way too long, and I really want to keep it as compact as possible, okay? So fast forward, we do have a situation, we could have a situation in 2021 where many people will be judging you, will get loud, will be unsatisfied with certain decisions that you will make. Either it is about the relationship that you decide to go into to have, okay? And people like your family members or your closest friends won't be happy about the decision that you want to make with this specific person, because maybe they already know him or know her and know exactly that, hey, in the past you didn't belong together, it was not good for you, you was crying a lot, da 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 da. But people do change and situations do change, and we all grow through certain experiences. So I really want to make sure that you understand that the gossip and the stuff that's going on around you and the specific person is nothing that you have to worry about or give too much power over it, okay? Don't let people make decisions for you. You make the decisions for yourself, and you have to make these decisions for yourself in order to become a super happy and satisfied person in 2021. It could also represent much more lovers than you maybe expect right now. Maybe also your ex-partners or whatever. Maybe also new people that come into your life and that do fight about you, do fight about your presence, and they want you to listen, they want you to care, they want you to be there and to be understanding. Oh, I'm so sorry for not focusing. Now I think it's better. So it could be possible that there are many people that are really just fighting over your attention, okay? So stay focused. Stick to the decisions that you make and really know what's your way of living and what makes you happy, what makes you satisfied. Don't let these voices get too loud, be too stuck in your head and overthink too much. We do have the Four of Coins in reverse. So usually I don't like the reversal stuff, but whenever cards pop out and really try to turn themselves around, I do keep them in the readings. And what this card usually represents is just keeping an eye and focus on your money and save up. And for some, it might be something important for 2021 to just check the savings. But what this card also represents is basically if you were already saving a lot, if you were already having a troubled time or a hard time to save your money, and now you do have something on the side, but you forget to enjoy life and to enjoy yourself and do something good for yourself and just maybe buy a new bag or buy something that you really, really like, then this is a reminder that you should not be that greedy in 2021, but instead you have to balance things out, but also be gentle and nice to yourself and give yourself something beautiful every now and then, and not just make sure that you will be safe and secure in 20, 30, 40, 50 years, but instead also live life right now, okay? The Judgment right next to it represents a person or a situation where you really have to think about karma, that karmic situations could kick in right here, that everything that you reap what you sow what you reap. No, you reap what you sow. You get what you give, okay? And things always come back to you. So make sure that the words that you choose wisely. You choose with a certain kind of like a good intention. Okay, so everything that you give out right there, make sure that you don't sound too harsh and you scare people away by being yourself. I don't say that you have to always be gentle and sweet. I just say Aquarius are very straightforward, and you should really maybe think a little bit more, be a little bit more in your head before you speak out loud, and maybe hurt people that are really, really interested in only your best, but be scared by you because of your super straightforward personality, okay? And by the way, if you're asking yourself why I don't talk about any zodiacs. I did that in German, but it really don't feel good. It doesn't make me feel good and comfortable when I do that for the yearly reading or the 2021 reading, to tell you, oh, this and that person could like you with this and that zodiac, because I know myself and I know that stuff like that sticks in my head. And as soon as there is maybe a chance where you can get to know somebody and you hear, oh, but he's a Scorpio and she said he should be a Aquarius, then you just drop the chance. And I don't want this to happen. This is stupid, because there is a whole birth chart. You can't judge people just by asking, oh, which zodiac are you? And they say, oh, my sun sign, which many people don't even know, it's just the sun sign, is in Aquarius, for example. And then you just judge this book by its cover, pretty much. I really don't want this to happen, so this is why I don't say it, okay? But, okay, let's go further. We have the Queen of Cups, we have emotional stability, we have somebody that really knows how to speak up, who knows to be gentle with other people, who knows how to control situations, who knows how to balance out their emotions, etc. But because the warning was already in the cards, I really just want you to know that you have to have the stability, like the confidence in yourself, that your emotions are always on point and that you are allowed to live your emotions. But you have to prepare, or you have to be mindful about the words that you use to communicate with people, in order to communicate with people, okay? All this stuff together, mixed up together, shows me that this is also a topic of hard work that you could possibly put in yourself, because you really try to balance this out, that you are not too harsh with people by talking, by interacting, and by showing who you really are. And this is some hard work that you have to put in there, but this card also represents hard work in general. And what I want to tell you, or what the cards basically tell me what to tell you, is that you have to also ask for help if you know that the work that you have to put in certain things is going to be too much for you on your shoulders. Because the people around you, the people that really care about you, the people that are in your life, they want to help, but because you always try to represent this strong ass, independent ass person, they don't know that you are also just human, because you try to display so much strength, so much stability, so much self-discipline, and this is so important to communicate, okay? So the communication topic is pretty much, or could pretty much be an issue if you don't work on this. We have the Emperor, and the Emperor represents a strong person, a fatherly person, a person that is full of structure. He knows exactly how to see the bigger picture, how to interact with certain people in certain situations. He's really strong-minded, and what you have to realize right here is, because this card popped out with it, is that you have to understand that you have to balance out, for sure, for one, your words, like how you want to use them, but second of all, that you don't let people get too close to you, or no. Let me say it different. That you don't allow people to go on your nerves, to get on your nerves, to rub your nerves, to be so much on your ass that you lose it, okay? Because there could be people that are really trying to take something away from you, and it feels to me like it's pretty much your patience, your impatience, and they are trying to play a little bit with you, to tickle out the old you. But don't let this happen. Stay focused, stay in your strength, and just see how far you already came, okay? Here, the last card that I usually always take down from the whole card tower was this one, and this is the higher priestess, or the high priestess. The priestess really represents the inner strength, the intuition, the self-motivation, the part about you that is really hidden inside of you, and you really have to dig deep sometimes, because I don't know how old you are, but with the time, I think we all can forget about what's laying inside of us, what's really you. And this is something that you really have to find, and that you really have to maybe dig deep in 2021 to find yourself again, to find your inner peace, your inner balance, and your inner voice, what makes you happy and what makes you you. And this is something that you really have to represent in 2021 in order to get your plans and ideas to fruition. Okay? So what's next is I will show you these cards, and we start with the 9 of Cups, which is basically everything that I said right here in the last part. We have the emotional stability that you gain back, the emotional stability, the emotional luxury that you do have, where you know exactly that the person you are is just accepted and appreciated for who he is, for who she is. And people do love you because of certain behaviors you do have, certain aspects about your characteristic and about your personality that you bring to the table. And don't forget about all the positive benefits. Keep them alive, keep them with you, and know exactly who you can spread this inner you with. But don't let these thieves, these people that are really not trying to give you something positive out of it, don't let them be too close to you, okay? Don't let them rub your lights, basically. The next card that came out was the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is somebody who has to really work fast on this whole topic. So the Knight of Swords is the one who gets in action, who works for it, who wants to also see or live adventures and be fearless, be direct, be strong-minded. And this is exactly what you will be in 2021, as soon as you find your inner strength, and as soon as you know exactly what you are, who you want to become, who you want to interact with, and who is just garbage, who is just trash, who can just get kicked out, or who you basically can kick out of your life without regretting it in the end. We have the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man represents somebody that is really just in this situation. It feels like he's in this situation. He just don't feel too good about showing others who you really are, who he really is. But you have to come out of this corner, out of your shyness, to really shine your light, to really show your light. And you maybe don't feel too good in the beginning, in the very beginning of it all, while you are in this whole transformational process of becoming your best version or your new version. But I think as soon as you really drop all the fears and all the worries and all the doubts about what could he think, what could he think, what could she think, what could they say, what could blah 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 blah. As soon as you really leave this cocon, as soon as you really leave your safety space, you can come into the strength and into the situation where you want to be and where you have to be. And the next cards that came out while I was saying that, were these 3 amazing, beautiful cards, and I really want you to keep them in your mind. Okay, they are so important, because as soon as you do this inner work, as soon as you really find what's inside of you or what you really want from life, we have the Lovers. We have somebody that maybe spots you, that really wants to be with you, that somebody is really interested in this whole person that you will find in yourself, and he or she will let you know ASAP, as soon as you really drop the bomb and say, you know what, motherfuckers, go get your way, do whatever the fuck you want, but leave me alone, leave me in my peace, leave me do my thing, because I'm tired of being your puppet, of being the person that always works for you, and has to forget about me, and me, okay? So with the Lovers came out the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is the most beautiful thing that you can see. It represents everything, like everything that you really wish for, especially emotionally, especially family-wise, especially in your private life, especially with the people that are around you, especially with the people that should be around you, or that are pretty much the reason for your happiness, okay? And you really get through this as soon as you open up who you are. And it could be possible that as soon as this person also comes into your life, even if it's already this partner that you have right now, but he sees you from another perspective, as soon as this happens, something happens to you, not just emotionally, but also financially. Either it's a new job opportunity, it's a better job opportunity, it's another, way of gaining your weight, of getting your weight that comes to you. That's a follow-up, basically. And yeah, that's pretty much the reason why you get it, because you found yourself, you showed yourself, you displayed yourself, and now you are in the position to receive all the benefits out of it by being the best version or the honest version of yourself, okay? We've got the 10 of coins, and it's also pretty much it's also possible that this partner that you attract is not just full of love and full of life, but also full of money, which is a good thing. Like, congratulations, that's the jackpot right there. In the center of this card deck, we have the 8 of Cups, and the 8 of Cups really just tells you to leave something behind, to leave this emotional burden that you maybe had the whole time, not just in 2020, but in the past couple of years, in the past couple of decades, in you, because you was never really allowing yourself, to be the best version of yourself, and you have to let go of it in order to get all the beautiful fruits and delicious fruits and benefits of life. Because if you don't turn your back on the negative behaviors, on the negative patterns, on the negative emotional garbage that you really take with you since such a long time, you won't come to this place. And I will also show you another card that popped up, or that came out. But let me go ahead. We have the Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins is the one that really shows you that there is also a kind of movement in your financial stability. So if you have a partner or not, if you attract somebody or not, there is still the opportunity for you to put in the work that you want to put in your project, or in the passion that you have, and really gain something out of it, make something out of it, make even a stable, great business out of it, no matter what it is. But you have to work hard for it, and you really have to be efficient in it. You really have to remember yourself that you have to put routine in it, and that you have to be there, present, and not let go of the idea that you have right there, because it will come to fruition in 2021. All right. We have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is also like a fighter. There is so much energy in this whole damn reading. I really, really love this reading so much. I will let you know why, or you will see why. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands, who is pretty much ambitious, who is pretty much the one who takes action, who's really much willing to put the action in there in order to get something out of it, and who's really fearless. And this is the energy that you really need in order to get out of your safety space, out of your Yeah. Like nobody sees you, nobody cares about you, and you feel comfortable with this. And this is something that you really have to drop. This is really something that you have to leave in 2020 and just get away of this, get away from this, and yeah, go on and be the owner of your life again. If you ever heard something about the Rauhnächte, I don't know if there is really the actual word in English, but the Rauhnächte are about to start on December the 21st or 2nd, I think, and it's a process or a ritual which you can do on a daily. It's super interesting to do that, basically, and if you want to have more information about it, let me know in the comments below, and maybe I make a separate video about it, because it's so amazing and it's so transforming. So if you want to let go of all the old characteristics that don't fit you anymore, this is the best time to do it, and just start in the new year fresh and full of motivation, and know exactly that you did whatever you had to do in order to drop all the old shit, all the old negative karma, all the karmic burdens. All right, but let me continue. So we have the Justice right here, and the Justice is also a mirror of the Justice right here, which is also remembering you again, that you have to balance out how to get at other people, how to talk to other people, how to represent yourself. If you always, like me for example, I like to cuss a lot, okay? And every time I'm in a Zoom meeting or I'm in a meeting with my co-workers and also the bosses, I never ever in my whole life, I can remember myself that they are pretty much my bosses, and I just fire, you know, I just put fire in it, and I just say cuss words, and I cuss the shit out of situations that are really not cool and that really annoy me so bad, and I really can't control myself. And this is pretty much what I want to tell you, or what the cards tell me right here. If you are the same way, and if you don't know how to get your emotions under control, and you always make it verbal, then this is something that you have to work on in 2021, so that people can also take you more serious, right? The last card that we do have right here is the Three of Swords, and this is such a big reminder to me, and this was the last card that came out in this reading, but here are more cards, so stay tuned. We have the Three of Swords, and I do really believe that the cards want to tell you with this last negative card, and this is the only negative card that I do see in this reading, and I didn't see nothing else that's negative right here. If you really want to continue your life and want to keep like holding on tightly on the behaviors, on the characteristics that you've had in 2020 and maybe the years back, and you don't want to make a change, and you don't want to change anything about yourself, and you really think, oh, I'm perfect like that, but people maybe already told you and showed you, hey, come on now, this was not okay, this was not cool, you have to blah 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 blah, and you don't take it, and you don't really try to reflect yourself and try to be honest with yourself and see that you are also making mistakes sometimes, you could really get hurt right here in 2021. Maybe by the end of 21, by losing many chances, by losing many people around you, by losing many options, by losing many partners, or fearing away or scaring away many people, just because you're so blunt, etc. I don't know what it is, what you have to let go, but this is a clear reminder that something has to let go of. Because if you keep it, if you stick to it, if you're not willing to let it go, and you're not willing to transform yourself into the better version, not the best version, but the better version, upgrade, so to say, then yeah, it could be possible that you might have some heartbreaks, sadness, tears, unnecessary tears in 2021. and this is just really a warning. So we have the cross, which is a karmic situation. The karmic situation is pretty much a good situation, I hope, because whatever you gave out or whatever you will give out, it will come back to you. It will fire back. It could also happen that something in the past or from the past, from 2020, or old partners or people from the past will come to you in 2021 and just try to correct things with you. Like they try to tell you what went wrong and you get your karma back or whatever it is. If you have good karma, I think there is nothing to worry about, because the birds do represent to me something like secretive, not behavior, but the universe tries to maybe drop hints for you in your lap. Maybe you hear a repeated word over and over again. Maybe it's a song that always comes up that wants to tell you something about yourself, or something that you have to keep in mind, to work on. Maybe it's stuff like that, and this is really something that comes from a higher place that you really have to take notice, or just let in your life and work with this. Try to work with this. Try to transform yourself. But it's also chatter. It's also people that might talk behind you or about you. I really don't feel about this. I don't really feel it in the whole reading. If people do talk about you, then just let them talk, of course. Fuck the gossip, but that could also be people, that could also display people that are pretty much just watching you, or somebody from above is just pretty much watching you to see if you really learned your lesson, if you really come out of this cocon, if you really try to work with them, if you really try to work on yourself, and so on. And that could be pretty much just people watching, or the universe, or however you want to call it, watching you. Okay, which steps you take next. We have the park, which means in 2021 it's also possible that you will have opportunities in your job situation where you will be together with many people, where you will be a public speaker, or where people will listen to you more as soon as you really get your temper under control and you really show that you grew within yourself and you become somebody like in a higher position, or get a whole different position where you will have to do so much more with other people, with maybe wealthy people, stuff like that. So know how to behave. This is pretty important right here. And it's also a situation where you maybe will be surrounded by many people that will make a drastic change in your life, that you will meet somebody important right there. It's really just a general reading, so I don't want to forget about this. And the most important, or the most beautiful thing in the end, and these are the last cards we have right here. This is from the Gypsy Tarot. Are basically a message and a present. So whenever I was shuffling the cards for myself and I received the message card, it was always a positive message, like always. So take this energy with you. It will be something like good news coming, opportunities coming, presents from above coming, presents from people coming, from beloved ones coming, from lovers coming, etc. There is so much good energy in this both cards. I really, really love this. And this is pretty much all I can say to you about 2021. I really hope I made myself clear. I really hope that you could understand everything that I wanted to tell you with the cards. And I would be super happy and super grateful if you just let me know how you like the reading. If you have the time to just drop me a comment, or pretty much just give me a thumbs up if you liked it. And if you for sure want to hear myself again, or if you want to listen to me again within the weekly readings or the monthly readings, let me know in the comments below, and I will see if there is positive or negative feedback, and then I will maybe just implement all this in English in the coming year, in 2021, because we can finally leave this bitch right here. I'm so grateful, and I really hope that Corona stays in here as well, but let's see what the next year will bring. I wish you everything that you wish me twice, and be safe, be good, be as amazing as you can be, attract everything that you want to, you will get it. I love this reading, and this is really just the only reminder that I have had right here. So be open, get out of yourself, yeah, transform, okay, transform. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your attention. I wish you nothing but the best, and I hope you do the same to me, because think about it, karma is not a bitch, karma is just fair. So until next time, I wish you a wonderful end of the year as well, and be safe, be grateful, be kind, be amazing, be you. Thank you. Bye.